Just a couple minutes ago, the Arizona Cardinals finally dropped their 53-man roster, or technically not their 53-man roster, but what they did to trim their roster down to 53 people, and today we are going to be going over that. I got a little sneak peek. There are a couple surprises, and we are going to dive into this real quick. Before I do that, let me know down in the comment section below, out of all of these people, before we dive into it, who is the most surprising and the person you are most shocked to see go, and the one person you wish they did not release. Without further ado, let's go ahead and dive in of the names that they did end up cutting. First of all, it was Andre Bocelli. That is somebody that Kyler Murray really does like, the speedster. He'll probably be back on the practice squad. If I had to guess, he always is. He'll probably end up being back on the practice squad with us. That is not a surprising cut, though. Then we go over to the linebackers where we have Marcus Bailey. I'm not surprised here, but Chris Barnes. That is a name that is very shocking to see. I really thought they were going to roster 4 inside linebackers, but I guess not. I thought they would rock Kazir White, Mac Wilson, Chris Barnes, Owen Popo. But they must have seen enough from Owen Popo just to rock with what they got, because clearly they just cut Chris Barnes flat out. I think this is the most shocking to me. In terms of disappointment, this is not up there. This is probably number 2 in terms of disappointment, but this is definitely the biggest shock factor cut on this entire list. Then we go over to Jackson Barton. Not surprised here. The one that hurts me the absolute most is seeing Michael Carter gone. I thought he brought a different dynamic in the run game, and he was able to do things in like 3rd and long situations where you can put him in, he can receive the ball, he's a great receiving back. I like the style of run that he has, and then it's just like every time he touches the ball, a play was being made. It was a positive play. He would always pick up first downs. The Arizona Cardinals obviously saw enough from DJ Dallas to let Michael Carter go, and I guess it was a big special teams factor. I think that is what did it. I think none of us are really surprised to see Michael Carter go. We knew they weren't going to roster 5, and Michael Carter or DJ Dallas was going to be the odd man out, and when you really think about it, DJ Dallas plays special teams and Michael Carter does not. That's what it's going to come down to, and unfortunately he's the odd man out. And then we go down and we have defensive lineman TJ Carter, then we have Andre Chantry, which, I mean, a lot of people love Andre Chantry, so if he's brought back on practice squad, I wouldn't hate that whatsoever. It's just we're kind of stacked at safety with Buddha, Jalen, Dadrian, Joey Blunt, and I guess Darren Hall is also kept. That is a name, as you guys will see, did not get released. His name was everywhere in preseason. I didn't have him on my active roster because I didn't think we were going to roster 7 defensive backs, and I don't know if that's a total number, but that's what it's looking like. And then we rostered 4 safeties, if I'm not mistaken, so it is a little shocking. Then we also cut Dan Chisnia, who had 1 good game in preseason. After that kind of fell off. Then we also cut Jaden Davis, running back Hassan Hall, offensive lineman Marquise Hayes Jr. Not a surprise cut, but just like a name that unfortunately never panned out for us. Then we keep going. We have Phil Hoskins, Keith Ismail, you got Naquan Jones, Tyreek Maddox-Williams, Miles Murphy, Trevor Nowatzki, is that his name? I don't know. Very bad with pronunciation, but I know who he is. Then you got Tajon Palmer, Bobby Price, Desmond Ridder is a guy that not only did I not think was going to get cut because the Cardinals were just going to roster 3 quarterbacks, it's just somebody that I thought, like, in their stubborn ways they would keep because they just made this trade. This shows me a lot. It really does, because Steve Keim would have just kept him just because he made the trade and he wanted to prove a point. Monty Ossenfort clearly didn't take that route. He cut the DoorDash driver. I absolutely freaking died when I saw this clip right here. As soon as this played, I lost my mind. I forgot this ad even existed, but Desmond Ridder is gone. Then we got Bernard Seikovits, you got Tariq Smith, you got Ben Still, Blake Whiteheart, Elijah Wilkinson, Devad Wilson, and Sage Surratt is waived/injured. This is a list of players that are no longer on the team. These are the cuts that we did to make it a 53-man roster. And then on IR, Christian Jones, I know he got hurt, but I didn't think it was going to be enough to put him on IR, so this is a little weird. I understand it, though. It's somebody who will probably be back on the roster regardless, so I'm not worried about that. I thought he would make the team anyways. And you got Tony Jones Jr. going to IR. Kind of interesting there. And then Darius Robinson, this is a move I think we all expected, and it is the smart thing to do. You want to put him on IR. If he's not good to go, it's a calf injury. Those linger. Just let him heal up. I mean, I'd rather see Darius Robinson at 85% than have him pushing it at like 60. When he comes back, we want him fully healthy, and that is what the Cardinals are doing. They're taking proper precautions, and they want to see what their first-round pick can do in probably like week 6, 7 of the season. Even if it takes that long, I would rather have him wait that long to get fully healthy or as healthy as he can during the season than to force it and actually potentially re-risk it and re-injure it. That's just something you don't want to do. And then going real quick, I mean, we will touch over some of these cuts and how I really feel about these. I think the biggest shock, like I said, though, is Chris Barnes. I did not see this coming at all. Thought we were going to roster 4 inside linebackers. Clearly, the Cardinals went a different direction and rostered like 7 corners. I mean, we'll try to count them all because I don't have the entire list of our official depth chart as well. But, like, it's crazy to me. I guess I saw enough in Owen Popo, and then running back Michael Carter, that's the one that hurts me the most. It's not necessarily surprising just because, like we said, DJ Dallas plays special teams, but this one does hurt the heart. I like Michael Carter a lot. He is going to land on a team's roster. I can almost guarantee that. I could see him going top 10 in waivers to a team that claims him. So keep your eyes out for that, I guess. I don't know if he's practice squad eligible, but I would love to see him back. I don't think he makes it through waivers, but, I mean, it is what it is. I'm not going to harp on it too much because if I do, I'm going to get upset. I'm going to be a little hurt. John Palmer is also somebody who will probably be practice squad eligible if he doesn't get claimed. I don't think he will, so he's probably going to be practice squad eligible. And then Desmond Ridder, I guarantee gets picked up. I don't know who's going to, but somebody will probably do that. I wouldn't be surprised whatsoever, but I'm not really shocked at a lot of these cuts. That's the thing. It's like just a couple of them have that like shock factor, like Chris Barnes and then Michael Carter. Those are like the 2 probably that are like the biggest shock. And then I would say Desmond Ridder, but like he deserved to get cut. Like he did not perform well. He looked horrible in Arizona, and they did the right thing and actually got rid of him. If they didn't do that, I would have been a little concerned, but I mean, if we traded him and did what the Broncos are doing right now and just holding on to 3 with Zach Wilson, because I think Jarrett Stidham is the best backup quarterback in the league, or one of the best backup quarterbacks. So now they have Zach Wilson as well, who has experience, so they could ship one of them off and be comfortable riding out with both of them as backups, whoever it is. If they want to just ship one out and get like a 4th round draft pick, that would probably work. Jarrett Stidham could probably honestly warrant more than that, if not a 4th. So I'm surprised the Cardinals didn't take that route. I personally would have done what they did and cut Desmond Ridder. I think that is very warranted. And according to Craig AZ Sports, the Arizona Cardinals roster breakdown consists of 25 offense, 25 defense, and 3 special teams. I don't know what I said, what my predictions were. I don't remember exactly, but I'm pretty sure it was pretty close to this. So I'll take that. That's a W in my eyes. And actually, we got the official look at a depth chart. I don't remember who I got this for. Let me go ahead and check really fast. I got it from Kyle Odegaard on X, so this is what he has. This is the finalized roster. As you guys see, we actually get a look at it. It is Kyler Murray and Clayton Tune at quarterback, like we said, to be expected. Then we have Connor Benson, Demercado. Let me go ahead and actually get that right. Wait a minute. Yeah, did I misspell it? Is it It is Demercado. I was right. Then for receivers, you have Marvin Harrison Jr., Michael Wilson, Greg Dortch. You have Chris Moore. You have Zach Pascal, Xavier Weaver. I nailed those ones. McBride, Higgins, Riemann, and then you have Vokalek. Trying not to mispronounce names. You have Paris Johnson. You got Evan Brown. You got Yalda Froholt. I got it freaking right. Let's go. Getting better. I mean, I should know these, but hey. Will Hernandez, Jonah Williams, Kelvin Beachum, Isaiah Adams, John Gaines, and then you got Colin as well. You got Justin Jones, Bilal Nichols, Roy Lopez, Dante Stills, LJ Collier, and then you got Tonga as well with Zaven Collins, Gardick, Xavier Thomas, Victor DiMakiji, Jesse Lacada, Kazir White, Mac Wilson, Owen Popo, Sean Murphy-Bunting, Garrett Williams, Cottrell Clark, Max Melton. You have Starling Thomas, Elijah Jones. Here we go. Here's the safeties we were talking about, man. Buda Baker, Jalen Thompson. You got the Rabbit, Dadrian Taylor Demerson, and then you got Joey Blunt, and then you have Darren Hall as well with Matt Prater, Blake Gillikin, and Aaron Brewer to top it off. That is a nice looking depth chart if I had to say so myself. I am very concerned over 2 positions. That front 7 is looking rough. Outside of that, man, can't complain. I think the offense is going to be fantastic. I love the back end that we have. I mean, what is that? How many corners did we roster? Is it really 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 corners and 5 safeties. I just didn't know where they were going to put Darren Hall at. So that is insane. Darren Hall, I mean, he deserves to make the roster. So, I mean, shout out to him, man. But let me know down in the comment section below how you guys are feeling about this, how you feel about Chris Barnes, Desmond Ridder, Michael Carter, and everybody else getting released. What is the biggest shock factor to you? And what is the cut you're most upset with? I think these are pretty accurate. I mean, I'm not really surprised by anything necessarily. These are kind of expected, let's be honest. It sucks seeing Michael Carter and Chris Barnes go, but not really shocked. I mean, Chris Barnes is definitely shocking, but Michael Carter, I'm not surprised. But let me know those things down in the comment section below. But if you guys are new to the channel and ended up enjoying today's video, man, consider hitting that subscribe button. I post Arizona Cardinals and NFL related content, so if you're a fan of either of those, this is the perfect channel for you. But like I said, that is all I got for today's video. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. It's been your boy Mythic. Peace out.